Good day, everyone. My name is Michelle Patribo, and today I'm going to share to you my topic using local raw materials for smocking, cross stitch, crochet, and sewing. Why is this topic important? Nowadays, many crafters rely on imported materials for needlecraft projects, which can be expensive at the same time environmental harmful. But did you know that we have locally available raw materials for cheaper, more sustainable, and culture significant? So what are we going to show you today? First, the different local raw materials for smocking, cross stitch, crochet, and sewing. Second, how to apply traditional techniques using sustainable materials. Third, the quality control measures to ensure durability. Lastly, the economic and environmental benefits of using local resources. So, with that, let's try to explore how local materials can help improve sustainability and craftsmanship. Alright, now that we've introduced the topic, let's try to look at the learning outcomes of today's presentation. Here are the learning outcomes. By the end of this presentation, we're going to be able to first identify the source, local raw materials for needlecraft. Second, apply traditional techniques using sustainable materials. Evaluate the quality of raw materials using quality control methods. Lastly, implement sustainable practices in needlecraft. So these learning outcomes will help us make informed choices when selecting materials and techniques for our projects. Alright, now that we know that we're able to do, let's try to dive into understanding what local raw materials actually are. Introduction to local raw materials. What are local raw materials? So, what are these? These are natural and locally sourced materials used in needlecraft, which offer many advantages. Benefits of using local materials. First, it is cost effective alternatives. Local materials here are cheaper than imported ones. Second, we have sustainable practices. Since they are locally sourced, they require less processing and transportation. We also have community economic support. So, by purchasing local materials, it helps artisans, farmers, and small businesses grow. Also, it reduces carbon footprint. Since they are locally sourced, they have lower environmental impact. An example of these raw materials are we have the local cotton, so used for making fabrics just like juicy and hablon that is perfect for embroidery and sewing. We also have indigenous fibers like the abaca, piña or the pineapple fiber, and also bamboo fiber. These are used for weaving and textiles. We also have here natural dyes. Example of this is turmeric for yellow, anato for orange, indigo for blue that would provide eco-friendly coloring. So using these materials makes needlecraft more affordable, sustainable, and culturally valuable. So now that we understood the benefits of local materials, so let's try to explore how these materials can be used in one of the specific needlecraft technique, smocking. All right, smocking with local materials. So smocking here, it is a decorative embroidery technique that creates gathered pattern fabric. So the best local materials for smocking include we have here locally sourced materials, the local cotton fabrics. This is soft, breathable, and easy to manipulate for smocking. Example of this is the juicy fabric. We also have here indigenous linen. This is a durable and eco-friendly alternative for long-lasting smocking designs. We also have here muslin alternatives. So these are locally woven muslin that serve as a budget-friendly and high-quality base. So locally available tools for smocking, we have the marking tools. So marking tools, we have example of this is a plant-based tailor's chalk made from crushed limestone. We also have here traditional needles. It is a handmade by local blacksmiths, which ensures precision stitching. Pattern templates, so these are hand drawn or printed by local artisans. So smocking here uses locally sourced fabrics and tools that are basically ensures both sustainability and craftsmanship preservation. Right now that we've looked into the smocking, let's try to move on to the another popular technique, which is the cross stitch. Right, cross stitch resources. Cross stitch resources is a what? It is a detailed embroidery technique that requires high quality fabric and thread. So some great local alternatives include we have the locally sourced materials for cross stitch, the natural fiber threads. It is made from abaca or hand spun cotton that is offering durability and texture. We also have here plant based alternatives. So threads from banana, bamboo, or coconut husks for unique stitching. We also have here local even weave fabric. So example of this is the hablon or hand woven textiles that is providing excellent stitch placement. So example of natural dyeing techniques, again, we have the turmeric that is based dyes. So technically it gives fabric a yellow tint. We also have here indigo leaf extracts. So this is used for deep blue tones. So switching to local cross stitch materials, it ensures what? It ensures quality, sustainability, and affordability while at the same time supporting our local artisans. So now that we've explored cross stitch, let's try to turn our attention, no, to crochet and how local materials can benefit with this craft. All right, we are now on the crochet materials and techniques. So crochet here, it relies on what? It relies on soft, flexible, and durable yarn. So here are the best locally available alternatives. First, we have the indigenous cotton yarn. So as what I've said, we have the hand-spun Philippine cotton yarn. It is breathable and long-lasting. Secondly, plant-based fibers, abaca, banana fiber, bamboo yarns that are biodegradable and sustainable. We also have here recycled textile yarns. So we have the upcycled fabric strips that create unique at the same time eco-friendly crochet projects. So by using local crochet materials, we are we are creating eco-friendly, high quality, and one of a kind handcrafted pieces. So with that, let's try to explore the locally sourced materials for sewing. So this is another basically a vital needle cuff technique and how local materials play an essential role for this. Sewing essentials from local sources. So sewing projects benefit from strong and breathable materials and at the same time also benefit from local available eco-friendly materials. So here are some of the top choices. First, we'll have the indigenous fabrics. Yes, Pino fabric, abaca textile, those are luxurious and breathable. We also have here natural fiber threads. These are strong, biodegradable cotton threads from hand-spun weavers. Traditional fasteners, we have the coconut shell buttons that is stylish, biodegradable, and sturdy. Handcrafted closures. An example of this is the wooden taggles made by the local artisan. So sewing with local fabrics and accessories here, it creates what? It creates unique, sustainable, and high quality products. So by choosing local fabrics and accessories, we are creating one of a kind sustainable garments. So by using these materials, it helps what? It helps to promote eco-conscious fashion and craftsmanship. All right, we are now on the best practices for processing and storing raw materials. So material preparation and quality control. So to ensure the quality and longevity of these materials, proper processing and storage are essential. First off, we have the cleaning. Cleaning, it uses mild soap and air dry natural fabrics to maintain their integrity. Next up, processing. Processing is by traditional hand dyeing and hand spinning techniques that enhances durability. Storage. Storage is something to do with keeping fabrics in a cool, dry place and store threads and at the same time store it in a sealed containers to prevent moisture damage. So these practices mentioned, It helped what? It helped to preserve the usability of local raw materials in needlecraft. Sustainability practices and community integration. Sustainable practices and community integration to make needlecraft more sustainable. Here are some of the practices. First, we have the waste reduction. Waste reduction is by repurposing fabric scraps by quilting or patchwork projects. Recycling, upcycling. Recycling, upcycling is something to do with the old clothes that can be repurposed into reusable tote bags. We also have here community resource sharing. Community resource sharing when the local craft groups that can exchange materials. So with this, by choosing sustainable materials and reducing waste, we can help what? We can help to protect environment at the same time promoting traditional crafts. So here, to summarize, using local raw materials in needlecraft is what? It is beneficial. Why? Because it, number one, reduces environmental impact by lowering waste and pollution. Secondly, enhances affordability by cutting costs on important materials. Next, supports local businesses and traditional artisans. So references in conducting research for this presentation, the following references were used. We have here the books, the journal articles, and the websites. So these sources provide valuable information in needlecraft, textile sustainability, and local raw materials. Alright, that would be all for my presentation. Thank you for listening. So let's try to continue to support local craftsmanship and sustainable needlecraft. Have a good day.